about ready to get started on our practice today. I want to welcome you to Saturday morning. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to get started today in an upright seated posture. So I like to use a block that allows the knees to come down to the sides. But if you don't have a block, it's really not necessary. What I need you to do though is find a comfortable seated posture with the sits bones sitting square on the ground, tail of the tailbone going down as the crown of the head is reaching up. Good morning, good morning. So let's find that comfortable seated posture with a nice long spine. Hands can be up, down for grounding or up for receiving. I'm going to leave it up to you. Wherever you are, sit up nice and tall, come back to your breath. Begin to check in and scan the body and see how it feels to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Come to a natural rhythm of breath. And just begin to scan the body. Now for today's practice, I'd like to offer the intention of giving yourself to others. During the time that we're in right now, it's been very hard to share ourselves with other people in this isolation that we've needed to be in, this quarantine status. But a big part of being human is being able to give to others, whether it's through acts of kindness, kind words, support. So for today, what I'd like you to think about is the benefits of giving to others. It's as good for you as it is for them. And I would, just like last week when I said maybe you should offer some sort of appreciation to somebody else, I want you to think about applying that towards you as well. Bringing back that kindness to yourself and then emanating or radiating out that kindness to others. It's in you. We've been not able to use it as much as we are used to, so maybe just take that step outside of our little quarantine box and do something nice for somebody else today, and you'll see how amazing it feels to do that. So just a few more breaths. So for today's practice, it's going to be a very moving practice. There's going to be some challenges along the way. It should be a good one, but to start out, I'd like to practice a few rounds of Shavasana breathing. So we're going to bring the right hand down in front of our face, bring the middle finger and index finger to touch. We'll place those fingers right on the third eye between the eyebrows. You'll take that ring finger, close off the left nostril, we'll inhale through the right, hold at the top, then you'll close off the right with the thumb, release the left, exhale out of the left. Inhale through the left, hold at the top, switch sides, exhale right. So that is one round of Shavasana breathing. What it does is it helps bring the nadis into alignment, and the nadis help the energy channels, all of our chakras, to come into alignment so that we can feel the harmony that alignment can bring. So we're going to do several rounds. So let's begin. We'll inhale through the right, few more breaths, just waking everything up. Sometimes it feels nice just to come to center and hold this downward dog. Find what feels good for you. Remembering that this is an inversion. We are in an inverted V, so we don't want our shoulders over. We don't want to be rounding the back. You want to be sending the chest back towards the thighs as you continue to find that extension from the shoulders to the fingertips. Few more breaths here. I see some comments are up. I'm just going to take a look. Good morning, Viola. Morning, Chris. Hey, Cynthia. All right. Welcome, welcome. On your next inhale, we're going to roll forward into plank. Now, really, if you were in your really strong downward dog, you wouldn't have to wiggle anything. Notice how that dipping my hips, I'm not sinking into my shoulders. I am pushing out of the floor, lifting up. Everything is active. Take a few breaths here. Continuing to push from the floor in that sink. We'll inhale here. Exhale, raise the hips up, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, roll forward into plank. Come back to that breath, that Ujjayi breathing. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, roll forward into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. 2 more rounds. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. Take your time. We're still warming up. Last round. Inhale here. Exhale, plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. Bicycle out the legs. Take a moment. On your next inhale, we'll raise up that right leg and just find some length all the way from the toes to the hands, pressing evenly into both hands. Find that length. We'll bend the knee, peel open the hips, come into dancing dog. So we're bringing that foot closer to the glute as we peel open. And then maybe you make some circles with the knee in one direction and then the other. On your next inhale, we'll lengthen out through that back leg. Exhale, step it through. Remain on the ball of the back foot. Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Hold here. So, check in. Notice the toes are still underneath the heel because you want that length in the back leg. The front knee is over the ankle. As we sit into this posture, we're going to inhale here. Exhale. Straighten that front leg. Hold here. Find that length in the back leg. Find the strength in the front. Continue to reach those arms up. Now, if shoulders are cranky, you can come to the goalpost. But bring the shoulder blades to touch to work that chest. Because as you've heard me say before, shoulders can be cranky a lot of times because it's our chest that's really tight. So if arms by the ears are too much, bring the shoulder blades to touch, but make it active. Otherwise, we'll inhale here. Exhale, bend that front knee. My back foot slid away. Inhale, we'll lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. We'll bend here, hold for a moment. And then when you're ready, frame that front foot, step it back. Downward dog. Bicycle out those legs. Let's take an inhale through the nose. pressing evenly into both hands as you continue to lift that leg up, nice and high. You're finding length in that leg. You want to feel the length as if you're pulling in two different directions, all the way from the toes to the hands. Now, bend the knee, bring the heel towards the glute, and begin to peel open those hips. Finding length as you continue to peel open and lift that knee. And then make some circles with that knee, thinking about the size and shape. We're not rushing. And then go the other direction. Then when you're ready, we'll extend that left leg nice and long. Exhale, step it through. Remain on the ball of the back foot. Anjaneyasana. So, check in. There should be some good distance between the feet. That back leg is not bent. You're on the ball of that back foot, just like in plank, but the heel is directly over. Choose your arms, whatever modification works best for you, and that front knee is over that front ankle. We'll inhale to lengthen, and then I just want you to hold here, just for a moment. Feel that strength in both legs. As you continue to activate that core, the back, the legs. We'll inhale here, exhale, bend that front knee, inhale, rise, exhale, bend, inhale, rise, exhale, bend, inhale, rise, exhale, bend, inhale, rise, exhale, bend, last one, inhale, rise, exhale, bend. We'll frame that front foot, step it backward, back in plank. So I want you to hold here for a minute. Not really a minute, just a few breaths. Toes are underneath the heels. You are finding length throughout the entire body. Activate that Uddiyana Bandha. We got the chakras in alignment. Those bandhas, those energy blocks, are all through the body. Again, making those channels come into alignment. So that Uddiyana Bandha is that area above the belly button. To activate it, we bring the belly button up and in towards the spine. Take another breath here. So on an inhale, we'll roll forward, lower down, keep those elbows in. Inhale, we'll come into baby cobra. So here we're just lifting the chest. There's no weight in the hands. You're pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. On your next inhale, step the feet up to between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, Urdhva. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Let's come back in a plank. Hold here. Scan the body. Activate the body. It's a lot easier to hold an active body than dead weight. Find that length. It's okay to get the yogi shakes. We're working both sides of the body, so there's a lot going on. Let's inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, either cobra, baby cobra, or upward facing. I'll leave it up to you. Exhale, downward facing. On the next inhale, bring the feet up to between the hands while halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Utkatasana. Sweep the fingers on the floor and sit back. So, Utkatasana. Feet and knees are together or feet and knees are apart. The weight is in the heel. You should be able to lift the toes and put them down. If not, that weight has to come back. You should be able to see your toes. If not, again, the weight goes back to the heels. It's as if you're sitting in a very awkward chair. That's the name of this posture, awkward chair. Powerful pose, lightning bolt. You get the idea. Sit. Arms are whatever modification works for you. But we are sitting in Utkatasana. We'll inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. inhale here, exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. On an inhale, we'll raise up that right leg, bend the knee, heel, open those hips like we did earlier. Hold here for a breath. On an inhale, we're going to lengthen out through that right leg. Exhale, bring it through and hover. Just for a breath or two. We'll inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring it to the right elbow. Inhale, send that right leg back. Exhale, bring the left leg under. Or bring the knee under. There we go. Okay, here we are, fallen triangle. On your next inhale, we're going to extend that right leg back. Nice and long. Exhale, step it through, rise up. Warrior one. Hold here. Bring your shoulder blades down your spine. That back foot is pointing towards 10 o'clock or the top left corner of your mat. That front knee is over the front ankle. As we continue to lift from the pelvic floor and find length. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that front foot, step it back. We're back in plank. Hold. Don't kill me. Hold. 2 more breaths. You got this. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Cobra, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg rises. Peel it open and lift that left knee. Hold here. On an inhale, we'll lengthen that left knee. Exhale, bring it through to center and hover. Inhale, we'll lengthen. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. And then extend that left leg underneath, open up, fallen triangle. Hold here. Continue to lift the hips, press out of the floor. On your next inhale, lower the right hand. Extend the left leg. Exhale, step it through. Pivot on that back foot. Warrior one. On the left side. So check in. That right toe should be pointing towards 2 o'clock or top right corner of your mat, whatever works. But that front knee isn't back or forward, it's directly over that ankle. Choosing the modification for your shoulders that works for you. Hold here for another breath. On your next inhale, bring that front foot, step back, plank. Inhale here, hold here. Now inhale, roll forward, lower down. Inhale, choose your modification. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. On your next inhale, we'll bring the feet up to between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Come on back. Where are you in your Utkatasana? Feet and knees are together or apart, but not both. You're sitting nice and deep into this posture. Hold here. Another breath. And then we'll inhale, rise up, Tadasana. How's everybody doing? Check in. I hope you're doing well. I hope it's warm. Take a sip of water, grab a towel really quick if you need it. I always do. sorry. Okay, so we're going to inhale here, exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We'll inhale and take a nice deep breath here. And as you exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Or left elbow, right knee. So check in. It's still Utkatasana, but we added a twist to start to bring out some of those internal organs. Did that left hip come forward? Is that left knee sticking out? Bring it back, bring that hip back and sit. Nice and low. Now, there are options in Karvarita Utkatasana. You can stay here. You can open up your arms. I'll leave it up to you. But if opening up your arms loses that twist, come back. I think eventually we sit low, we keep our thumbs at heart center as we continue to bring those shoulders into alignment. Let's inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands back. We're back in plank, and then lower down. Inhale, choose your modification. Exhale, downward dog. On an inhale, we'll raise the right leg. Exhale, we step it through. Come up. Warrior two. Two, you'll have to do a little foot dance. Bring that front leg towards center. Make sure that front heel is perpendicular to the arch of the back foot. Raise up the arms and sink into the posture. We're not hinging forward. We're not coming back. We're tall. And we're sitting into that front leg. Hold here. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Here's some alignment things I want you to think about. You should be able to see your toes. If not, bring that knee back towards the pinky toe so you can see your feet. Hips are open. This is an open hip posture. So you really want to make sure that that knee comes forward and out. You want to sit low. Push into that nice side edge of that back foot. Hold here. Palms are facing down. On an inhale, we'll flip that front palm. Come on up, exalted warrior. So the legs haven't changed. We just brought a stretch to the outside of that right body as we bring that right arm up and over. On an inhale, we'll come back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. So right elbow to right knee. Arm can be straight up. It can be overhead, but let's not go to the bind just yet because we're going to do a little flow. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, exalted. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, we'll come up. Exhale, exalted. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, warrior, extended side angle. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, come over. Exhale, come back. We're here. One more round. Bring the arm up, exalted. Come back, warrior two. Now, extended side angle. We'll hold here. So, again, options, arms up, over. You can drop the right arm to the ground, or you can bind by bringing the right arm underneath that front leg, wrapping the left arm behind, clasping hands, and then peeling open those shoulders. Hold here. Now binds are always an option, they're not a have to. Okay, but if you're feeling like, oh, I feel pretty good, it's okay. Wherever you are, meet me back in extended side angle. We'll inhale here, then we're going to turn, lower that left hand, raise up the right for a twist in our runner's lunge. Take a moment here. Then we're going to inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, I want you to try to bring that arm back, continuing to open up the chest, just a little bit more to further deepen the twist here. On your next inhale, we'll frame that front foot, step it back, we're back in plank, hold here, that left foot more towards center so that the heel is perpendicular, making a T with the arch of the back foot, and sit low. Take a moment here. Find your warrior two. We all have a tendency to want to lunge forward. Hips and shoulders need to be in alignment. Arms are outstretched. Chest is open. We'll inhale here, flip the front palm. Exalted warrior. Take a moment here. Legs haven't changed. Inhale, we'll come back. Exhale. Exalted warrior. So remember your options, arm is up or overhead. But don't go any further because you know we're coming into that little tiny vinyasa that we did. Let's inhale, warrior two. Exhale, exalted. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Then we'll come up on an inhale, come back over on an exhale into exalted. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended. Inhale, we'll come back. Exhale, come over. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended. So hold here now. And find what you want to do. You can leave that arm straight up. That's fine. Just remember to keep opening up that chest. Arm can come over that top ear. So again, we're finding that length all the way from the outside edge of that right foot to the fingertips. That left hand can come to the inside, or not the inside, the outside of that front foot. Or you can bind, like I did earlier. And really it's just bringing that left arm underneath, bringing the top arm over, clasping hands, and peeling open the shoulders. Now, you don't want to be collapsing down. You want to open the chest and look up. If you're in the bind, wherever you are, hold here for a moment. Come back to the breath. Then when you're ready, meet me back in extended side angle. Once you're here, take an inhale, and then lower the right hand, pivot on that back foot, open up the left hand, we're in that twisted runner's lunge. Again, we're holding for a moment. Finding length, stacking shoulders, lengthening through the crown of the head. We'll inhale here, exhale, open up that top arm. Send it back. So when I say send it back, you really want to allow the hips to come down, bring that arm back, and lift the chest and twist. We'll inhale, bring that hand back down, step that left foot back. We're back in plank. Inhale here, exhale, downward dog. Let's inhale, roll forward, back into plank. Keep the elbows in, lower down. Inhale, either cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, bring the feet up to meet the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then slowly rise all the way up, shoulders, neck, and head relaxed. Alright, so we're back in Tadasana. We're going to start a little balance. If you would like, grab a sip of water, catch your breath. Alright, so we're going to come into tree pose. So tree, I'll show you options. Kickstand, calf, or thigh, or half lotus. Half lotus, you can wrap around. Maybe you grab the foot, I can't. And then begin to hinge forward. So choose your version of tree. Now if you go into half lotus, know that we will be doing a slight vinyasa. So just choose your version of tree. Ground into that left foot. Find the spot for the right foot. Understanding that this is a hip opener, so the knee is out to the side, it's not coming forward. We'll start with hands in heart center. Ground into that left foot. Find a drishti, a focal point that's not moving, while finding length all through the spine. On an inhale, we'll raise the arms up and grow our tree. Except if you're in half lotus. In half lotus, you'd be bending over. Take a moment here. Find that grounding so you can root down to grow tall. Take another breath here. When you're ready, we'll bring the hands to heart center. Bring that right knee forward. Hatha Shavasana. I think you can grab the big toe with your forefinger and thumb and extend the leg long and pull. If that's not in your practice, grab the knee. That's okay too. If you're grabbing the knee, we'll find our length through the spine. Open it up out to the side. Hand can be on the hip or extended. If you went ahead and grabbed the big toe, extend the leg. If it's within your practice, open it up. Now you see my knee is bent. That's where I'm at. That's where my body says that's about as far as you're going to go. That's okay. Yoga is a practice. It's not a perfect. But you need to do what works for you. Either way, the leg is out to the side. Whether you're holding the knee or the big toe. Take a moment here. On your next inhale, we'll bring that knee back in towards center. And as you exhale, send that leg back, warrior three. Arms are down by your side, or they can be out in front, depending on your shoulders. Palms are down. That back leg is extended. That foot is flexed. Come back to that breath, keeping that chest open. Take a moment here. It's okay to have the yogi shakes. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lower the hands down to the mat. Then when you're ready, bend that knee. Step that right foot back. Straighten that front leg. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Bring that hand. So exhale, Chandrasana. So the hand can be on the shin, below the knee, mid-shin ankle, on the floor, but you're going to open up that right arm. So Chandrasana, both legs are straight. You're stacking your shoulders while you're continuing to lift. Use that core to have that hand on the ground. You don't want any weight in that bottom hand. Take another breath here. On your inhale, we're going to come forward, put the left hand on the ground, open up Ardha Chandrasana. So I do this posture a lot because I find it's a very challenging balance, but it's nice to see the progress you start to make when you realize that lifting that right leg isn't as hard. Flex that foot, extend that top arm, take a breath here. We're going to inhale, bend that knee again, step the foot back about halfway. Straighten that front knee, now we're in pyramid. We'll inhale to lengthen, exhale, fold over that front leg, walk the fingertips back towards the back leg. So the distance between the feet is only half of warrior. We're in pyramid, both legs are straight. If you need a micro bend in that front knee, that's fine, I don't want you to get hurt, but it shouldn't be a big bend. We're taking another breath here. Inhale, we're going to lengthen out to the spine. Exhale, bring the right hand to in front of that left foot. Open up the left arm, Purvarita Trikonasana. Twisted pyramid. Continue to breathe, continue to lengthen through the spine. Take a breath here. Then when you're ready, lower the left hand. Bend that left knee. Step the right foot all the way back. Bring the left foot to meet it. We'll inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Bicycle out the legs. Take a moment. On your next inhale, bring your feet up to between the hands. We'll halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. Round one. Now, together. We'll start out in hand center, heart center. And the knee is coming out as this is an open hip posture. And then we'll grow our tree. Continue to ground into that right foot as you lift up through the fingertips. Hold here. It's okay if you fall out. Come back. Continue to find that length through a nice tall spine. Inhaling and exhaling, looking at something that's not moving. Then when you're ready, let's bring that knee in towards center. Now, from here, you can grab the knee, knowing that we're going to open. You can bring it back to center. Grab the big toe, extend the leg. This is all about you. You need to find what works best for you and your body. So, whatever you decide. We are still working on a hip opening. So, wherever you are, open out to the side. Notice I can't straighten my knee. It's okay. That's where I'm at, and I know that maybe someday I will straighten, maybe not. But yoga is a practice, right? And I keep falling out. It's okay. It's all good. We'll open up here. Take another breath in. When you're ready, we'll bring the knee back into center. Send it back. Warrior 3. So warrior 3, that back leg is extended behind you. The foot is flexed. Bring the pinky toe so it faces down towards the mat. What that does is square off the hips. Hands can be out in front of you or down by your side with palms down. I'll leave it up to you. Pinky shoulders, that's what I have, so my hands go back. Now, we're going to inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor, standing split for just a moment. We'll bend that right knee. Bring that left foot back behind us. Straighten the front leg. Trikonasana. So hands can be below the knee, mid-shin, ankle, or floor. But we're stacking and opening. Take a moment here. Try not to round forward. We want to lengthen. So if that means you got to bring the hand up on the thigh or up on the shin, that's okay. You want to find length so that we can stack hips and shoulders over each other, and so that we can open up. So find your version of Trikonasana. Take another breath here. Now from here, we're going to inhale, bend that right knee just a little bit. Bring the right hands out and away from that front foot. Lift the left leg. Continue lifting that left arm. Ardha Chandrasana. Standing half moon. Take a moment here. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, we'll bend that right knee. Lower the left leg down, but only about half of what Trikonasana was. We'll turn and face the front of our mat, straightening out that front leg again. Pyramid. We'll inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Maybe you turn the fingertips to face the back leg and walk with hands back. I'll leave it up to you. Take a moment here. On your next inhale, we'll plant the hands on the ground, bend that front knee, step the left foot back so we're back in a lunge, bring the right foot back, we're back in plank. We'll inhale here, exhale, lower down, inhale, cobra or upward facing, exhale, downward facing, and hold here for a moment and bicycle out the legs. Take your time, catch your breath. Believe it or not, this is considered a resting pose. So come back to center, come back to your mat, come back to that breath. Staying in downward dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale out with a big sigh. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out with a big sigh. breaths. The funny thing with this is I always had my feet stacked in front of each other, and I thought that was okay. But it's really better for you to stack the feet. So it uses a lot more balance. So we'll inhale here, exhale, let's roll back, come back into plank, downward dog. Bicycle out the legs. Let's inhale, staying where we are. Exhale out with a big sigh. On an inhale, we'll roll back into plank. Bring the left hand under your face. Turn, stack your feet. Side plank. Woo-hoo! Hold here 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll roll over. Come back into plank. Exhale here. Downward dog. Take a breath. Let's inhale here. Exhale out with a big sigh. On your next inhale, we're going to do 1 more round. Bring that right hand underneath your face. Stack your feet. Now, if you're advanced and you can lift that top leg, good for you. Take another breath here. And then exhale, roll over. We're back in plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. On the next inhale, we're back in plank. Left hand under the face. Turn on the side. Stack your feet. Lift the leg if you can do it. And then we'll flip around. Come back here. Lower the knees. Send the hips back. Child's pose. Take a moment. I don't know about y'all. That was hard. I felt it was. Hopefully you did too, not too hard. So take another breath in child's pose. And then when you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. Now from here, let's take an inhale to the nose. Exhale out with a big sigh. On the next inhale, extend that right leg nice and long. Exhale, bring it through center and hover. We'll inhale here. Exhale, extend it long. Exhale, bring it to the right elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it through. And this time, right knee comes to right wrist. And we're in pigeon. Okay, so take a moment. Let's uncurl those toes. Lift that leg. Find that extension. Then lower down. And I just want you to sit up. Just for a moment. Give the hips a second to surrender to what you're trying to get them to do. Because hips are not always willing participants. Let's inhale here. Exhale, hold. 1 more breath. And then let's inhale again. This time, exhale, come down. So options, if you have a block, simply rest the head on the block, whatever height works for you. You can make 2 fists to rest the head on that, or you can come all the way down. Now why am I showing you this? Because I don't want any tension in the head, neck, or shoulders. They are supposed to relax. You are to melt into the mat and let everything be heavy so that we can work a little deeper into that hip socket. So hold here. If you regularly practice my class, you hear me say the hips are the emotional junk drawer of the body. We take everything that we internalize and we swallow it in the hopes that we don't ever deal with it again, and it deposits itself in our hips, in our low back. This particular posture works the Iliopsoas, which is a tendon that attaches in the low back and wraps around to the inside of the femur. So by holding this posture, you can begin to work into those hips. But that's also the reason why these hip openings are not one of the more popular postures, but they are a necessary evil. I see a lot in yoga, you'll see a lot of people say the posture you like to do the least is the one you should do the most. Well, I think this is on a lot of people's least favorites. but it really does help. Staying where you are, let's check in. Are you clenching your teeth? Let them go. Are you breathing? Come back to that breath. Are you holding on to any tension? If you are, breathe some space into that tension to try to release it. We're only here for a few more breaths, so dig in and settle down and try to melt into the mat as best as you can. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the head, releasing the neck. Now, I have one more option for you before we come out of this posture, and it just adds a little twist to pigeon. So you lift up that right arm and then thread the left hand underneath so that you come onto the left shoulder, the left side of the face. You can wrap the arm around to reach for the foot or walk it forward. I'll leave it up to you. But like all options in yoga, they are options, not have-tos. Just a few more breaths here. If you are threaded, unthread. If you are down, bring the hands back under your shoulders and begin to lift the torso. Hold here, we're not coming out of the legs just yet. If you have mermaid in your practice, feel free to start. We can simply grab that back foot and bring the heel towards the glute. This is a wonderful and very powerful stretch for that left quad. And then for mermaid, you simply lift and bounce. Big eventually, you bring the toe to the inside of your elbow crease and you move your hands over your head. Very impressive, just not where I'm at. But if you are, sweet! When you're ready, lower that left leg down, curl the toes under, downward dog. And just shake out that leg, do what you need to do. Maybe bicycle out the legs. Tell your hips, thank you, that was lovely, and know that, yeah, I have another side. Okay, so when you're ready, come back to stillness in your downward dog. We'll inhale here, exhale, lift that left leg. Inhale, we'll bring it through center and hover. Exhale, extend. Inhale, we'll bring it to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we'll bring that knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. And then as you exhale, left knee comes down to left wrist. We're back in pigeon. So, here's a couple of things I guess I should have said before. Depending on your level of pigeon, this is where we start. That front foot comes underneath that glute. Otherwise, eventually, you try to get the shin parallel with the top of your mat by bringing that foot up. So, curl the right toes under. Let's lift that back knee up. Find some length in that back leg, then uncurl the toes. We're sitting up just for a moment. Let's inhale here. Maybe you can walk your hands back. You really want to give those hips a second to surrender. Let's take a nice big inhale through the nose, and then exhale, slowly begin to walk your way down. So again, if you have a block, you know there's three heights. So you can have it here or here if you need it. If you don't have a block, you can make two fists, stack them on top of the other and rest the head on there, or come all the way down. Wherever you are, release any tension that you might be holding on to. Come back to that breath. And breathe. You know we're here for a few minutes. Again, those junk drawers need cleaning out, and this is the best way to release that tension. But I want to check in. Are you clenching those teeth again? You've got to release them, let them go. They're not doing anything except creating tension where we don't want any. Continue to find length through that torso as you're take all tension out of the head, neck, and shoulders and release down. Melt into the mat. Release all that energy, all that stress, and let it melt away from you on the floor. Allow the body to be heavy. Allow the head to be heavy. Allow everything to be heavy. There's no need to feel any tension because you are completely supported by the floor. It's just a few more breaths here. So, if you decided that threading the top arm, the left arm is what you did on the other side, we'll simply raise up that left hand, thread the right hand through, and come onto the right shoulder, right side of the head. What that does is it adds a little twist in the thoracic region, intensifies the stretch through the IT bands. So it's entirely up to you. Arm can stay here or wrap around and try to reach for that foot. Wherever you are, you just have a few more breaths here. If you threaded, let's unthread. If you are on your arms, let's come back to your hands. Let's lift up. We're not coming out of the legs yet. We're still in with our pigeon posture on the legs. If you have mermaid, go on. Do what you gotta do. To start, we simply just bring that heel towards the glute. Continue to bring that right shoulder forward. As you bring that heel closer to the glute, feeling that stretch all in the right quad. Take another breath here. And then lower that foot down, lower the hand down, curl those toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Bicycle out the leg, shake that left leg out a little bit, do what you need to do. And then when you're ready, come back to stillness. Let's take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out with a big sigh. On your next inhale, let's come down to the knees. Curl the toes under, sit up nice and tall, broken toe. This is one of my more go-to postures. I don't want to say it's one of my favorites because it can be very strong, but it feels really good. And when your feet are cramping or you have plantar fasciitis, this is lovely. So the heels are directly over the toes. As you sit on your heels, feet are together. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up overhead, bring the palms to touch, and then slowly lower the hands, tracing the face with your thumbs, including the throat, all the way down through the chest. Inhale, bring the hands back up. Exhale, slowly lower them down, tracing the face, the throat, and the chest. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, lower. One more round. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, take your time to lower all the way down. And then roll forward onto the hands. Tap out the feet. So that was the bottoms of the feet. We do need to do the top because yoga is all about balance. Right side, left side, top and bottom. Feet are flat as we begin to sit back onto the heels. Sit up nice and tall. Try not to round. You want length, bring the shoulders down. Palms come level with the arches of the feet. So we're not going to be leaning back like this. We're just here for support. Then raise the knees. Continue to sit. Notice I have some space. You may not go that high, but you will feel it. This is also a great stretch for the calves. Now, if you want to balance is taking me a long time. Some days it's great, some days not so much. Bring the hands together at heart center. Continue to lift. Otherwise, hands stay by the arches of the foot as you continue to lengthen through the spine, lifting that chest. Not much longer, I promise. 2 more breaths. And then roll forward, tap out the feet. heel. And those are wonderful back bends. But I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I like to do camel. There are some important cues you need to remember, and there's modifications. So first one, toes are under heel. Hands go into our pockets. We bring the shoulder blades to touch and lean back, bringing the hips forward. This is camel. This is our first one, Chandrasana. Here we are. Okay, you're thinking, I need more. Again, we always start with our hands in our imaginary pockets, bringing the hips forward, opening up the chest by bringing the shoulder blades to touch. We'll inhale here, and then you can lower down. Allow the head to go back if that's okay. That's option 2. Then hands come up and we come up. 3, uncurl the toes, start here. Grab the heels, sending the hips forward. Then come up, that's option 3. Last option, depending on where your quads are, we did give it a good stretch today. Hands in pockets, we drop back. Then we come back onto the forearms, drop the head back. So really, it's up to you. But know that we're doing it now, so we need to make your decision on what your body is going to allow you to do today. And let's choose camel. We're going to do 2 rounds. So wherever you want, let's just start with toes underneath, hands in pockets. We'll inhale as we open up the chest, bring those shoulder blades to touch. Exhale, find your version of camel. Bring those hips forward, drop the head back. Take a breath here. Take a few. Continuing to bring those hips forward. Then when you're ready, hands in pockets. Bring the hips to the heels. Child's pose. On your next inhale, you know we have one more round. We'll come up back onto our knees. Curl the toes under. Hands in pockets. And if this is where you are, so be it. But I want you to challenge yourself and maybe go a little deeper than you just went. We'll inhale here, and then find your version of camel, keeping those hips forward. Two more breaths. Then when you're ready, hands in back pockets. We'll send the hips to heels. So just sit up nice and tall for a moment. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. So it is inversion time. We have our usual suspects. But you know what? For today, I was thinking, I am not an arm balance kind of girl. It's just not in my practice yet. Remember, it is a practice. But I do like to do egg. And we did a lot of core work. So, you know, you can simply use a block if you have it, come into waterfall, extend the feet up towards the ceiling. You have your wall, Viparita Karmani, legs up the wall, always lovely, releases the low back. You can come into plow and shoulder stand. I offer egg as a way to start. So for egg, we come into tabletop. We walk the hands back, bend the elbows as if we're coming into chaturanga and lower the head down. You should be able to see your fingertips. I have a nice bend in the elbow. We're going to inhale, come up onto the tippy toes, onto the crown of the head, and then simply bring the knees to the back of the arms with toes touching. That's egg. That's the first step in headstand. Kind of fun, kind of different. I'm going to leave it up to you. And you choose your inversion of the day. We're only here for a few breaths, so go on up, decide what you're doing, and let's do it now. Take a few moments. but you never know until you try. You got just a few more breaths here. Just checking to see where we're at in our playlist. Okay, good. We're good on time too. Alright, so when you're ready, no matter where you are, slowly begin to make your way out. Now, if you did egg, do me a favor and come into child's pose, just to release the shoulders and the neck, allowing the head to come down onto the ground. Hands can be down by your sides to really open up that back. If you had legs up the wall, or you were in plow or shoulder, let's make our way all the way down. Now don't race. Use that core, right? We'll just slowly lower the legs down and come back. Let's come into Matsyasana. One hand under one buttock. If you're in child's pose because you were on your head, you can stay there, or you can join us in fish. One hand under one buttock, the other hand under the other buttock. Sorry, my hair is bugging me. Then we're going to simply lengthen through the toes. Bring those elbows in by the ribs. Inhale, we lift the chest. Come on to the elbows. Allow the head to drop back as long as that's okay for your neck. So this is Matsyasana, fish. Now, if you want a little more challenge, and I challenge you today, lift the legs. Hold here. Point the feet. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the legs. Hold here. Now, I'm going to offer that everyone, if you didn't do it before, lift the legs. So let's inhale and lift. 2 more breaths. You got this. Continue pointing and lifting. Continue being on those elbows. Opening up that chest. And then lower. We'll inhale here. Exhale, roll down. Release the bind of the hands under the buttocks. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And let's rock side to side. Massaging that low back. You did it. You were awesome today. Good job. We are on our backs. We made it. Bring the left foot on the ground. Let's cross the right leg over. So we're in eagle legs. Let's send the hips to the right a little bit. Just a little jump over. Bring the arms out into T position and then allow the knees to fall to the left. So Supine Twist, with eagle legs. I really enjoy this because my IT bands are always really tight and my glutes are always really tight. So this is a really deep supine twist. Perfect for once you've completed a very heated practice, which is what I think we just had. Your drishti, your focal point, is over to that right hand. Two more breaths. On your next inhale, bring the knees upright, bring them back to center. Bring the right foot onto the ground. Cross the left leg over the right. We'll shimmy the hips, scoot the hips over to the left. Then allow the knees to fall to the right. What that little scooch does is it helps bring some space into the hips so that you can stack them. You see how mine are stacked? It's because I shimmied over a little bit so I could roll a little bit more completely onto the right hip. Arms are open, and that drishti, that focal point, if it's okay for your neck, is the left fingertips. Come back to your breath. Slow it down. shoulders on the ground. Come back to your breath. Thinking about this beautiful practice you just gave to yourself on a lovely Saturday morning. It's lovely here in Georgia. Hopefully it's lovely wherever you are. And then we'll come up, come back through the center. Let's get the hips in alignment so we're both square on the ground. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Give them a squeeze. Maybe you rock from side to side, massaging the back. Let's inhale, lengthen out through the legs. Lift the bottoms of the feet up. And maybe you put your hands on the back of the legs and just bring the legs closer to the face. Just so we can stretch the glutes and hamstrings. Taking a moment here. Bring the hands down to the ground. Lower the left to a hover. Hold here. Raise it back up. Lower the right to a hover. Hold here. Raise it back up. Lower the left. Hold it a hover. Raise it back up. Lower the right. Hover. Raise it back up. Hold here. Let's bend the knees in. Extend the legs long. Bend the knees in. Then extend the legs long. Bend the knees in. Extend the legs long. Hold here. And then bend the knees in. Allow the knees to frame the ribs. We'll reach for the outside of our feet. Bring the bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling. Happy baby. So you can rock from side to side. Yes, I just snuck in one more core exercise. I couldn't help it. We did so good today. Now, you can stay here. My friend Reed used to call this a dead bug because he just lay here. I miss him. Haven't seen him in a while. Awesome yoga teacher. Or you can rock, right? That's an option. You can rock to the side or the back. You can extend one leg into a half straddle. Bring it down, extend the other leg, half straddle on that side. You can come into a full straddle, or you can stay in happy baby. You just have a few more breaths here. Just trying to release the back. We really did a lot of work today. Then when you're ready, bring the bottoms of the feet together. Bring the feet down to the mat, allowing the knees to fall out to the side. Supine Twist. We'll bring one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And just come back to your breath. Again, I can't thank you enough for joining me. But please, don't leave yet. We have just a few minutes in Shavasana that allows the body to absorb everything that we just did. I have a nice little quote for you today, and then we can be on our merry way and enjoy the rest of our weekend because we've all earned it. When you're ready, let's extend one leg down to the side, extend the other, allow the arms to come down. Get up any little wiggle movements that you need to do. And let's take 3 fallout breaths. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale out with a big sigh. Let's inhale again through the nose. Exhale out with a really big sigh. Last one, inhale through the nose. Hold at the top, don't exhale yet. Take one more sip in through the nose. Hold. Now exhale all the way out, allowing the entire body to melt, finding that peace, that serenity, that quiet. And we'll go right into Shavasana. No more wiggling, no more moving. Come back to that quiet place. Life is an echo. What you send out comes back. What you sow, you reap. What you give, you get. What you see in others exists in you. Remember, life is an echo. It always comes back to you. Slowly begin to bring some movement back to the fingers and toes. Gently rock the head from side to side. When you're ready, begin to hug the knees in towards the chest and give them a gentle squeeze as you roll over onto the right in one last final act of surrender. On your next inhale, make your way into a comfortable seated posture with eyes closed, hands in prayer position at heart center. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out with a big sigh. Inhale for Om. These ladies are doing an outstanding job. We have Suzanne on Tuesdays. Amanda has a ton of Kundalini practices online for you. We are all in this together. There's lots to do, lots of ability to practice yoga. Things are always changing. We will be together soon. I miss you all so much. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and don't forget, Connie is also teaching a lot, and so is Anne, two absolutely lovely instructors. Have a great weekend.